best way to grow Instagram? I started a Bookstagram, but don't feel like it's growing. Instagram is a little bit harder to grow on just because their algorithm isn't great at showing new content. Now, they have actively said that they're working on this. They're using more Discover features. They're recommending more content. So as you continue to create content, you're going to start to be seen more and more. But it is going to be a slower growth process than something like TikTok, than something like YouTube. And that's okay, because we really are trying to build up community on Instagram. They very much want to be in DMs. They very much want to be the place where you connect with friends, the place where you connect with your community. They want it to be communicative. So they're looking for content that resonates with your audience, but also elicits conversation. Conversation in your caption, in your comments, and that leads to DMs. So if you are creating content for Instagram, you have to be of the mindset that it's not just, I'm showing off pretty books. I'm talking about books. It has to be, how can I have a conversation with people? Sure, you can show off pretty books. That's great. And sure, you can create reels that have to do with books, book recommendations, book reviews, all of these things. Those are great, but it has to be designed to have a conversation. Remember, you are not just saying, here I am. You're saying, let's talk. Let's be friends. I have all these really cool bookish thoughts and I want to discuss them with somebody. So your caption, the things that you write in your posts, the things that you say in your reels or you put in the text on your reels need to facilitate conversation. But you can't just wait for people to show up, because they're not going to. People are not going to search for you and hopefully find you. They're not going to see you as they scroll through things. You have to make some level of effort. So creating good content is not enough on any social platform, but especially on Instagram. On Instagram, you have to start the conversation, which means if you're posting, that's great. If you're facilitating conversation, that's great. But your job is to go find the friends. So you need to be searching. Search the hashtags that you're in. Go look at other people's accounts and then leave quality comments on their content. Not come look at me. Not let's be friends. Not look at me, look at me, look at me. Real quality conversation that you can have supporting them. So go find pretty book pictures or people pictures or reels or conversations or reviews that you like and interact with them in a genuine capacity. Not to solicit them to come look at your content. Don't do that. Go just leave a really good comment. I'm not talking about an emoji. I'm not talking about 3 words. I'm not saying that you should be going over there and writing, so cool, that's great, I read that. Don't do that. Have a conversation. Teach them how you want people to interact with you. So leave a very good quality comment of over 5 words, or leave a question. If they read a book, say, oh, I was thinking about reading that book. What was your favorite trope in the book? Or if you've read the book, jump in and say, oh, I loved that book because XYZ. Did you prefer this character or this character? Ask them questions. Ask them something or say something that can get them to respond back. Because remember, Instagram's all about conversation. So you need to be facilitating conversation with your content and with other people's content. So go form friendships. Again, we're doing genuine friendships here. We're not doing it to get the hype, to get the clout, and to get people to come look at our pages. When you communicate with people on a consistent basis and you're there to support them and you're liking all of their stuff and you're interacting with them and you're engaging, there's a pretty good chance they're going to check you out. And if they like you, then you can be friends. Then you can be interacting with each other's content. You will have to go to a lot of people and be the person who has those conversations in order to get some of them to come back and look at you. But again, we're forming valuable relationships. So look for people who are similar to you. Look for people that you like and you genuinely want to support and start building it up organically. Yes, it takes time. It's Instagram. Instagram's not fast, babies. But the more you do it, the better you're going to do. Now, I also want to point out you shouldn't be limiting yourself to one social platform. You should be posting in multiple platforms because people are engaging in multiple ways. Now, on Instagram, it's very important to be creating reels because reels are what Instagram is leaning heavily into because that's what people are consuming. Think of it this way. When it comes to Instagram, you've got a couple different types of content. You've got videos where people take 3 seconds to decide if they're going to watch a video, a reel, or whatever. And when it comes to photos, you can easily see that photo. You can see what this is and move on in 1 second. So that's 3 seconds compared to 1 second. People don't spend time on photos, and people don't read long captions, and people aren't going to hang out on photos. So you have to be putting the effort into creating videos, and that can be videos of photos, and it can be videos of you talking, and videos of you showing things, and like flipping pages and books, and talking about books, and like all the things. You can be creating video-based content very easily in just a couple of seconds. I teach people how to create video content in under 5 minutes. for like 90% of the content you create. There's no reason you should be taking more than 5 minutes for content, which means you can be posting every single day, which means you can be doing a lot of things and growing faster. So the more content you put out there, the more content you put out there that people can relate to, the more content you put out there that people can communicate with, the better you're going to do and the faster you're going to grow. And then you can take all that content and put it elsewhere too. Put it on TikTok, put it on YouTube Short. We just talked about how YouTube is launching a program that allows us to get paid for short form content starting next year. You should be putting it in multiple locations. So spread your content around. You don't have to create unique content for everything. You should be on multiple platforms doing different things, and then you should be forming your own community. I know we want things to go viral and we want things to take off very quickly, but that's just not how it works anymore. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people out there, and you have to do the work of forming conversations, collaborations. You have to be doing the work of getting yourself out there, and then you have to understand it's going to take a hot minute. So go find friends, support each other, grow together, and then, you know, if you're doing cool things, you're going to get people's attention. Go start working with authors, go start working with publishers, go offer to review books for them, and offer to help them with their marketing, and offer to do things, and you know, be a part of different projects, and that'll help you grow as well. So if you want more tips and tricks on that, please go ahead and let me know. But it really boils down to the fact that on Instagram, it's going to take a hot minute, and you just have to keep going, keep trying things, and don't get discouraged, because it will take days, weeks, months, years to grow and go viral and do all these things. But you also have the opportunity to hit at just the right time and grow very, very quickly. So don't give up, keep going. This should be something that you love doing. And if you love doing it, it's not going to matter if you grow viral, if you grow super big or whatever. It's because you're doing it for the love of it. And that's the right motive for it.